Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Thank you very much for joining us in today's video, and as you can see, compared to last video, things are definitely looking rather different. We've been hard at work building as much of the ship as we can. Jake is building the underside where all the hangar bay is... Smaller hangar bay? What is that smaller hangar bay called, Jake?
What?
The one where it narrows up. So you've got your main bay, and then you've got...
That's the launch tube.
Right, okay, it's a launch tube. So we have the launch tube that Jake is currently working on. Hayes and I have been working at the front of the ship, and one of the things that I showed Hayes was the retractable thrusters, which he is now going about replacing whatever thrusters that he deems necessary with these retractable ones so that it looks nicer. How many of you replaced so far?
One side entirely, and I just ground down all the ones on the other side.
There we go. That is efficiency. Sociopath is doing things. Not sure what, but he is definitely doing things. So, yes. In today's video, hopefully, we are going to get the front of the ship all closed up, and then probably going to have to then bust a hole in it so that we can move in and out. And maybe, just maybe, we can get part of the underside of the ship also done, giving us the opportunity to start building all the interiors. But before we do that, we're going to work on ensuring that the rest of the weapons are up and running on both sides of the ship. Make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started. And I've just noticed that this ship is looking a little podgy.
Remember that it goes forward.
No, Jake, I've built it right to the front. We are at the front of the ship.
In what way is it podgy?
I don't know, just from this quarter view angle, it just looks a little wider than perhaps it could or should be. But not by much, only very little. It could very well be the fact that it's just a slab at the moment. And it could just be that slab is just making it look a little odd. Oh yeah, I'll move out of the way so you can see exactly from where I'm looking.
I love how you have to move out of the way in space. No, I was deliberately trying to push you.
Right.
It was a lot more sleek before we added the whole underbelly on it.
I think from the side it's not too bad. It just looks a bit... I'm not making this ship any longer than it is. It is sticking to this. What we should have done is we should have made the underside detachable. With its own little...
I'd just like to mention that just gave me an aneurysm. Please don't. This isn't the Enterprise.
No, it's when the beast infects us, we can remove the lower module.
I'll be honest,
Also,
I found that...
Let me correct myself properly. The Galaxy class.
No, I was making a homeworld reference, though.
Yeah, no, we don't want the...
This door never
was there. We don't want a Kunlan situation, please.
That door never... Okay, that door's new. Sociopath, can you just stand still a moment? Thank you. Okay, it's fine, I'm the right height. For some reason, down here, it looked like I was just far, far shorter than... I just look really short here, for some reason. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure the girls will be impressed regardless of your height.
I don't know what you've just said, because I could hear grinding at the same time, so...
I said you shouldn't feel too bad about your height. The girls will be... won't mind.
Look, in the real world, I'm not exactly the tallest of fellows. I think perhaps out of all of us, I might be the shortest.
I don't know. I mean, I'm 173, so...
Oh.
1 foot 73 inches.
That's... Yeah, no, I'm taller than you then. Definitely over a foot.
We do human measurements here, not stupid ones.
So you're 1.73 humans?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And technically, I know this is really going to wind a lot of people up, but if you're saying we do human measurements, I would argue that humans have feet, humans do not have meters.
Okay, we're doing globular measurements then.
No. Oh, you stupid build and repair.
Because I don't know if you...
It's a user error, Gadget.
Sorry?
Did you make a mistake and build and repair build?
Yes, just one block.
Inventory full.
One block, I was moving and I moved it along just a tiny bit where it shouldn't have been, and by the time I started grinding it, build and repair built it. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie.
Do you actually know what the meter is supposed to be based on?
I know that there was a meter-long stick that was used as the standard.
Yeah, and what that comes from?
Something physics-based.
No, it was supposed to be, I think it's 1/1,000,000th of a quarter of the circumference of the Earth.
What?
1/10,000,000th of the distance from the equator to the North Pole along the Great Circle.
Yeah.
To make it so that the Earth's polar circumference is approximately 40,000 kilometers.
Yeah. And they did some mistakes, so it isn't entirely accurate, but it is a bit scary how close they got. Well, it was basically two French teams that went on a road trip in France, measuring triangles all across the country, and then they came up with a number.
I'll be completely honest, and this is not because I'm going to preface this by saying I think that metric measurements are important and really handy and very easy and useful. But I think that people, both on both the imperial and metric side, who say, "Oh well, this unit's rubbish" or whatever, are just flat out wrong. Imperial units are very useful, and metric units are very useful. Imperial units are very practical, and metric units are just very useful, flat out.
In what way are imperial units practical?
Because imperial units are literally the measurements that has come through the practice of things.
And imperial units are based on metric now.
Yes, I know they are now, which is really stupid. Yeah. But then that being said, the argument of that is the whole Earth story, which I'll be honest, I didn't know. I thought the meter was based off the speed of light.
It is now, which is also pretty much the same as the measurement they came up with. So.
Yeah,
it's fun, but I mean, if you didn't have anything and I told you to get me an inch, do you know how you would have to get it?
What?
It's 3 of something, I think barley corn next to each other or something stupid.
Yeah. It is barley corn.
Yeah, and like
it's 3 ears of it specifically.
So yeah, how accurate is that? If you had nothing and I told you go out and find me an accurate inch.
We don't have to, because we can just do it with our fingers. Because we're British, we just know what an inch is.
Yes, and that's like, yeah, let's do that for science, like astronomical measurements. Yeah, we're using finger measurements. That's close enough.
I mean, it worked for astronomy for a long time. Come on, we measure horses in hands. We have feet to measure us, and we have hands to measure horses.
What? What's even? I've never even heard.
You've not heard of this?
No. I haven't either.
So
I think this is just Gadget being Gadget.
No. Search it up.
What are you measuring on the
have a search.
Hands?
Have a search. Measuring horses in hands. It is a real thing.
What? That doesn't even make sense. What does that even mean?
It's the size of a horse in hands.
But what?
Yeah, no, you've lost me there, Gadget. But anyway, imperial measurements should just be extincted.
I don't think so.
And there's only one reason it isn't, because one big country uses it.
Yeah, because one big country uses it, and any time that you're trying to convert between imperial and metric when doing anything, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
but if everyone was just using metric, which 90% of the world uses metric.
90? I think it's a lot more. Because there's only 3 countries that don't.
I'm estimating very poorly. But if everyone used metric, and all of the old-timey recipes that are using imperial were converted into metric, so that wasn't a problem, then it's okay. And everything makes sense, and everything follows the standard orders of you increase the number every 1,000.
And beyond that, I mean, you also have the difference between British Imperial and American Imperial.
Oh, I don't understand American Imperial at all. I don't understand why they have a difference. It's like Imperial is just Imperial. It's practical. Why have you changed what was practical?
Because the mod that they had to measure a cup was slightly different than the British one.
But I mean, also there's a movie based on a historical event where a plane had to become a glider for an incredible distance to survive because they screwed up converting British and American Imperials, and also had a bit of metric in their fuel calculations.
What? Is this based on a real story?
Yeah. The movie's called Free Fall Flight something.
Is it a Canadian flight by any chance?
I believe so. Yeah. It has to land in Winnipeg.
Okay. Yeah. It's a flight that landed at Gimli.
Yes,
Gimli Airfield.
Yeah. So you know about it.
Oh yeah. I know about it. I read the report.
It's a great movie as well.
I've never seen the film.
Oh, it's.
I didn't even know that. I did not know it was a film.
Safely assume the Gadget never sees films.
I honestly did not even know it was a film. But yes, I've read it, and it wasn't British and American units. It was literally It was basically Imperial and metric. They thought they filled up in.
No, because
they thought they filled up in kilograms or something.
But they were, that's why I said there was also metric in. But they also had to convert British gallons to American gallons and all that.
I don't think they had to, because the Boeing 757 that they were flying, 767. I think it was a 767. It's written in US gallons. But it was the whole thing of kilograms to. So it was there was a twofold problem here. One was the fact that it was they had the measurements imperial to metric, and obviously it's 2.2 pounds to a kilo, and they were measuring so if you say you've got 2,200 pounds, that's literally half of that's literally half of what you're supposed to have if you needed 2,000 kilos. So if you needed 2 tons, but there was also the conversion of what are you using? Are you using volume or weight for fuel?
Yeah.
Because volume and weight remains static. Oh, I say static. Weight is static with temperature. Volume is not.
Yeah.
And so there was that. I do not think that was a British conversion. That I could be wrong. That might have actually been a British conversion.
I'm pretty sure that there were all 3 involved, like British, American, and probably British because Canada were using British Imperial, and the plane was made in America.
No, the Canada for aircraft were using kilograms. Like the British, we are, and we should be. We can interchange fairly easily between imperial and metric.
Sure. But the problem was the ground crew, not the.
Yes, the ground crew one. Yes, correct. Yeah. There was something with the ground crew.
And there was the fuel thingy, the gauge thing in the plane wasn't functioning. No, the fuel computer wasn't functioning or something like that.
Yes. So they had to. Oh, by the way, Sociopath, this is a really nice door. This section. I'm assuming this is you that have put all of this up. Yes, there was that. Yes, and then they had to land at Gimli, where the pilot, who I believe used to be Air Force, he was formerly Canadian Air Force, had to land at Gimli, and Gimli was no longer a runway. It was no longer an airport. It became a drag strip.
Yep.
Or something. And so he had to land it on a drag strip as opposed to a runway. Are we completely out of steel plates?
All the time.
I have been building non-stop.
Yeah,
But yeah,
likewise.
Really cool story. And I didn't remember him about being in the Air Force, but he was also a very enthusiastic glider.
He was a glider pilot. I believe he was former Air Force as well.
Yeah.
Either that or his co-pilot was Air Force, and he was a glider pilot, and that he just went, right, I'm going to sideslip this aircraft as though it is a glider.
And it was pretty universally agreed, if he hadn't been a glider pilot, that plane would never have survived.
Yes. I have tried to recreate this in flight simulators a couple of times. It is extremely difficult to do, even in a sim, because when the plane is at such an angle, every movement you make the plane is very sensitive to it. Because it's obviously it's crabbing at an angle that it should just not be at. That was when I was actually good at flying planes, which I'm not anymore because I just don't do it.
Jake, how are you putting one plate in at a time?
What do you mean?
Well, you seem to be able to not run out of metal plates in like 2 seconds.
I'm placing the blocks manually because these are all light armor and I need to replace them.
We had this discussion.
Yeah, because I was looking at Jake and it's like, how are you placing this many? How are you welding this many without running out of metal plates in like 2 seconds?
Oh no, I just ran out, which is why the last one isn't there.
But yeah, okay, if you place the manual. What's going in here? Is this just like a landing ramp, or are we still gonna use the stupidly big gun?
No idea.
No, we're not. I don't think we're doing the stupidly big gun.
We could fit the stupidly big gun there, potentially. Let's open this.
I don't know.
This whole design down here is reminding me very much of Wing Commander carriers.
Yep.
Like an upside down tiger's claw.
I just need steel plates. I want to get these weapons up.
We're not assembling any?
What?
Are we out of...
No, because last I checked, it was making construction components for some reason.
We have millions of iron ingots.
Oh okay. Yeah, we have. We checked this last time. We are good for quite some time.
But yeah, I'm guessing it's also using them as fast as it's building them.
It's because we're...
It's welding all the ones that Gadget put down here in front.
Steel plates.
It's consuming them as they're being
where is it?
built.
Where is it still building? I don't
here at the front. You're right here. All the lattices you put down here.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that'll only take a moment then. Jake, we need more assemblers.
No.
Okay.
No, we don't. We're going at a fast enough speed that we don't need any more.
No, actually, I do agree. I think we are doing... I mean, look at... Given what we've just done in what, an hour?
Yep. Although that is doing so with backlogged material.
That's true. Sociopath...
I think we're now suffering from a lack of metal grids.
That's fine. Sociopath, what we need to look at now is that we've got primarily everything is enclosed, so we can start looking at actual proper conveyor networks in the ship. Like a proper... I know we've got some towards the back, which are really useful with redundancy, but one that runs through the middle of the ship, because at the moment I believe they run along the side of the ship right next to the weapons, which is perhaps far from ideal. So maybe if you can possibly start looking, we could do something fancy with a conveyor network, make it actually look nice like we did.
There are 2 lines going straight through the center.
Can we? Are they going to be permanent? I see them.
These are gonna be permanent.
Okay. Wait, what's this bit? What's... Oh, these are the reinforced ones.
These are the no, yeah, they just look better on the other side.
Yeah, because they have the opening bit, right?
Yeah.
Question, why do we have these merge blocks? Oh no, they're not merge blocks, sorry. They're conveyors.
Yeah, those are conveyors.
Although this one, I don't know where this one's going.
Upstairs to the weapon.
It's not connected.
Yeah.
Is the weapon connected?
Why is this not connected?
I'm searching, I'm scanning.
Connected.
That bit down there, that's done.
Maybe no. That one.
Oh, I don't see why this isn't connected unless these two bits somehow are not connected. This one and the one below it. But oh, the one below it is also orange, by the way. So it could be this block here. Oh, hang on. I think I've got it. Is that block the wrong way? This block might be the wrong way. Possibly.
No.
I can't tell from this side. I'll go underneath and have a look. And that is where I'm going to end this video once I've had a look. So right under here. Where are you? Where is that block? It's here. Is that block a T-junction? Is that actually a proper T-junction? Yes, it is. Oh no, that's connected. That is also orange though. Just going to point that out.
Yeah, the whole line is orange, I guess.
I cannot see the rest of the line. I need to be in a better location to see the rest of the line. But that one I can tell you is orange. And if that is the case... Where did this window come from? Cool.
Which window?
Sorry, the area that you've been working in. There's like now windows and circuit boards and access panels and...
That's been there for a while.
No.
I've been upgrading the rear. The whole rear is enclosed.
It's so much nicer.
The airlock is also working. You cannot get out while the inner doors are open. You cannot get in while the inner doors, yeah.
Cool, and it's got the armory back there too. I've noticed that. No, these are all green, Sociopath. The conveyors are all green up to...
I have no idea.
Up to that T-junction. Then that T-junction is... Well, now I have to go back inside to see the T-junction. But yeah, these are all green. And with that, we are going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Space Engineers. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting us know what you think. Any suggestions you might have. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. Oh, all of this steel is now done, which means we can continue. Unfortunately, it looks like the weapons did not come up because everybody's using the steel, as we need to, and thus we ran out. That is all from me, Jake, Sociopath, and Hayes, and we shall see you next time in Space Engineers.